I'm going over.
Have you seen the most scary videos of space? Today is your lucky day. In this video, I will show you the most scary video recordings ever captured in space. All footage is real and is recorded by NASA and other space organizations. For decades, people have reported seeing UFOs here on Earth. But what happens when astronauts spot something strange in space? You might think that in the vacuum of space, there's nothing but stars and planets. But many videos suggest otherwise. One of the most famous cases comes from NASA's STS-75 mission in 1996. During this mission, astronauts were testing a long tethered satellite when something strange happened. The tether broke, floating away into space. As the crew recorded the event, the camera picked up dozens of strange glowing objects moving around the satellite. These objects appeared to pulse and change direction, something that debris or space junk wouldn't normally do. Some believe this was proof of alien life. Others say it was just ice particles reflecting light. Another chilling incident was caught on video during the SDS-114 mission in 2005. While the Space Shuttle Discovery orbited Earth, a camera captured a dark, disc-shaped object flying past at high speed. NASA later called it a piece of space debris, but some experts argued that it was moving too fast and in a controlled way, almost like it was watching the shuttle. Even astronaut Gordon Cooper, one of NASA's pioneers, claimed to have seen a UFO while orbiting Earth. He described a metallic object that moved intelligently before vanishing into space. He wasn't the only astronaut to report such sightings. Over the years, multiple space travelers have described unexplained objects moving in ways that defy physics. NASA has often explained these sightings as space debris, ice, or camera distortions. But that doesn't stop people from wondering, could these objects be something more? And if astronauts are seeing them out there, what does that mean for us here on Earth? Not all strange things in space are flying. Some just appear. Over the years, cameras on spacecraft, satellites, and even the International Space Station, ISS, have picked up mysterious objects that no one can fully explain. One of the most famous examples is a video from the Apollo 16 mission in 1972. As the astronauts were orbiting the moon, their camera caught something odd, a small, saucer-shaped object hovering above the lunar surface. NASA later said it was just a reflection from the spacecraft's window, but many UFO researchers aren't convinced. Then there's the case of the Black Knight satellite, a mysterious dark object that has been seen orbiting Earth for decades. Some claim it's an alien satellite watching us. NASA says it's just space debris, possibly a thermal blanket that was lost during a mission. Still, the strange shape and movement of the object have kept the mystery alive. Even the ISS has caught bizarre things on camera. In 2016, a live NASA feed from the station showed a strange circular object entering Earth's atmosphere. Then, suddenly, the feed was cut. NASA blamed a technical issue, but UFO believers saw it as proof that something was being hidden. These objects may not be spaceships, but their unexplained movements and sudden appearances raise a big question. What else is out there that we don't understand? Seeing something strange in space is one thing, but hearing something eerie? That's even worse. Unlike Earth, space is supposed to be silent. There's no air to carry sound. But thanks to radio waves and special recording equipment, astronauts and space agencies have picked up some of the creepiest sounds ever heard. One of the most unsettling recordings came from the Apollo 10 mission in 1969. As the astronauts orbited the far side of the moon, their radios picked up a strange howling noise that none of them could explain. The sound was so disturbing that the crew debated whether or not to tell NASA. The recording remained classified for decades before finally being released to the public. To this day, no one knows what caused it. Then there's the space roar, a mysterious radio signal detected in 2006 by a NASA space probe. Scientists were scanning deep space when they picked up an incredibly loud, unexplained signal. It was 6 times stronger than what they expected, and no one knows where it came from. Some think it could be leftover noise from the early universe. Others aren't so sure. Even astronauts aboard the International Space Station, ISS, have reported hearing strange knocking sounds on the outside of the station, despite there being no air, wind, or anything else that should be making noise. One astronaut, Yang Liwei from China, described it as a rhythmic knocking, like someone tapping on the spacecraft. Are these just radio interference and natural space sounds, or is something else trying to communicate? Space is full of mysteries, and some of them are truly unexplainable. Over the years, cameras have captured bizarre events that don't fit any logical explanation. Scientists try to explain them, but some of these moments remain a complete mystery. One of the strangest cases happened during NASA's STS-80 mission in 1996. A video from the space shuttle shows several bright circular objects appearing out of nowhere. They move in a way that looks almost intelligent, changing direction and stopping suddenly. NASA claimed these were just ice particles, but many believed they were something else entirely. Another eerie moment was recorded by the Hubble Space Telescope in 2004. A deep space image revealed a massive, ghostly hand-like structure stretching across space. Scientists call it the Hand of God, and while they say it's just an exploding star sending out energy, the image itself is enough to send chills down anyone's spine. Then there's the red light of Mars. In 2014, NASA's Curiosity rover snapped a photo of a mysterious, glowing light on the surface of Mars. The light appeared in just one frame before vanishing. NASA said it was likely a cosmic ray hitting the camera, but conspiracy theorists argue that it could have been proof of something moving on Mars. Perhaps the creepiest event happened in 2019, when a live video feed from the International Space Station, ISS, suddenly showed a large, shadowy figure moving in the distance. Before anyone could get a good look, the feed was cut. NASA blamed technical issues, but UFO researchers believe it was done on purpose to hide something. These unexplained moments make one thing clear. There are things happening in space that we still don't understand. Astronauts are some of the most highly trained people in the world. They go through years of preparation to handle anything space throws at them. But even they have had terrifying encounters that they can't explain. One of the most chilling stories comes from Neil Armstrong and Buzz Aldrin during the Apollo 11 mission in 1969. While on the moon, the astronauts reportedly saw strange lights on a nearby crater. Some believe they saw UFOs watching them, though NASA has never confirmed this. In later interviews, Armstrong hinted that they were not alone during their mission. Then there's Gordon Cooper, one of NASA's early astronauts. While orbiting Earth in 1963, he claimed to have seen a glowing, greenish object approaching his spacecraft. The object moved intelligently before disappearing. Cooper reported it to NASA, and radar operators on the ground confirmed they had also picked up something unusual. Even modern astronauts have had eerie experiences. In 2005, Russian astronaut Vladimir Kovalyonok was aboard the Salyut 6 space station when he saw something outside the window. He described two objects moving close to the station before they suddenly exploded without a sound. He had no explanation for what he had just witnessed. Another terrifying moment happened to Leroy Chiao, commander of the ISS, in 2005. While doing a spacewalk, he saw a formation of bright lights flying past him in a perfect line. NASA said it was probably satellites, but Chiao was never convinced. Astronauts are trained to stay calm under pressure. They know what space debris, reflections, and natural space phenomena look like. Yet, some of them have seen things that even they can't explain. And if they're scared, maybe we should be too. Space is full of mysteries, some that science can explain and others that remain completely unknown. From unidentified flying objects to chilling sounds and eerie astronaut experiences, these moments make us wonder, what is really out there? NASA and other space agencies offer logical explanations for many of these events, but some incidents are so strange, so unexplainable that they leave even experts scratching their heads. Maybe one day we'll have answers. Until then, space remains as terrifying as it is fascinating.